What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Minnesota Vikings versus Houston Texans Week 1 NFL preseason matchup going down Saturday, August 9th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up for the week ahead. We got Major League Baseball on the board. We've got WNBA action as well as more Week 1 NFL preseason action too. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. We also hit our goal of 250,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Appreciate each and every one of you that's helped us get to where we are today. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button by now, though, please do so. And if you have, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Let's start by making you some money with this matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. Now, I will say, as I will probably for all my preseason videos, tread lightly when you're betting the preseason. Take everything with a grain of salt. Do your research. I personally tread lightly during the preseason just because I'd like to think I can take everything at face value with some of these coaches. But if they say they're going to play their starters for a few series, what I hope could be a few, being 6 or 7, for them might be 2 or 3, if that. So, like I said, just sort of do your due diligence and keep on it. But for right now, we do know is that the Houston Texans, they're coming in off of a 10-7 season. They got to the wild card round again. They got to the playoffs. They beat the Chargers. They fell to the Chiefs in the divisional round. Chiefs obviously won the AFC last year. And DeMeco Ryans making changes to his offensive coordinator. He fired Bobby Slowick and he brought in Nick Haley. And this is still a strong Texans offense that may have gotten even better by bringing in Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. They had brought in Christian Kirk to go alongside Tank Dell and Nico Collins. And this is still a Texans defense that's really solid as well. Derek Stingley Jr. had a breakout season. CJ Gardner-Johnson had a big injury during training camp. And we'll have to see how that shifts things around for the Texans going forward. But for me, the Texans are still a team that I think you have to keep an eye on to win the AFC South this season. On the other side, though, you have the Minnesota Vikings, who went 14-3 last year, franchise best record. But now, no Sam Darnold. He moved on, and now you hand the keys to the car to J.J. McCarthy, who got injured last season, dealt with a knee injury, and we said Darnold had the breakout campaign, went to Seattle as a result of it. But this is still a solid Vikings offense. It's got Justin Jefferson. You got Aaron Jones in the backfield. You got Jordan Addison, who's having off-field issues. I believe there was a suspension announced that he's going to miss the first couple games of the regular season. But, if J.J. McCarthy can sort of take to, the NFL like a fish to water quickly, this is still a Vikings team that I think can at least compete early on this season. Now, the big thing for me in this game is that, the Texans need to focus on just being healthy. Because right now, this is a Texans lineup that's just banged up. You have a lot of pieces that are at risk of at least missing, the majority of the preseason, if not missing games into Week 1. As you've got Nick Chubb banged up. You've got Joe Mixon listed as out. We'll have to see if he'll be good to go. Tank Dell, has no timetable for his return, even though there is hope that he will suit up at some point this season. Like I said, it's just a lot of injuries for the Texans to deal with. And I think that Minnesota, in terms of betting on them in the preseason, just has a lot more kinks to work out. And I think that's why you're probably going to see, a little bit more of either the starters or at least J.J. McCarthy work with the second stringers to see a fair amount of action. And I just think that the Minnesota Vikings can get the job done at home in this one. Like I said, I'm going to tread very lightly in the preseason, but I think all the signs to me here point to backing the Vikings in this one at home. So I'm going to roll with the Vikings here. Lay in the 2.5 points. Or if you want to lay the juice and take them on the money line, you can here. But either way, it's going to be Vikings for me. And that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business. And tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.